Mani babukeli is DaveytonTV, you know what it is. Uphethe smashizo manizo feshizo. Indoda yeshed 365 years. This year it's 366. Sleep year. I've got an extra share 2 years. Because in Petela abantu abamnandi. Igama le show ikasi talente. You know, namhlanje in Petela the biggest guest lethu uLwazi. Sawubona bhuti.
Thank you so much.
Kunjani?
Ngiyaphila mfowethu.
Yabo. Can you tell us about yourself, man?
Lwazi Manqele is, I was born kwaMashu.
Okay.
Esinqonqweni eThekwini, intuzuma kwa-E. Shout out to Zulu Boy.
Shout out to him.
Uyivuzile kwa-F nakwa-E. And ngakhulela khona KZN. I was born from a creative family and a loving mom. My father, his name is Afrika Manqele. He acted in Ushaka Zulu.
Okay, wow.
My mother's name is Nontokozo.
Yeah.
Or Manqele.
Wow.
And she was just full of love. And I grew up in KZN. I grew up in a farm. Nomkhulu wami uzaluma wami, yabo bengidla amasi.
Obvious.
Yabo, yeah, ngathi mangiqeda primary, grade 4 ngifunda abantu abamnyama ngamofuna labelungu.
Okay.
Ngo-95 Mandela mayiphuma yabo. Yeah, ngangena ebelungwini. And I grew up in a coastal place in Richards Bay is 2 hours north of Durban in KZN. So ngikhule ngigijima ehlabathini nolwandle. When I was sleeping at home, you could hear the sea. And then ngakhula ngathanda theatre, abanye bethanda maths.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not good with numbers. Yeah, ngakhula ngathanda theatre, nga-actor, ngadansa, ngakhuluma, stage.
Obviously tired.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lwazi, tell me, sorry to cut you. And tell me, when did you start radio presenting?
Oh, my first experience with radio, I'm one of the founders of North Coast Radio FM.
Okay.
It was back in 2005. I was headhunted rather by a guy called Kalmodise and Wangborn and Jengisekaya. And he said, listen, I'm starting a new radio station. Can you help us start a radio station? Community. But my first work on radio was when I was doing news.
Okay.
Caps Radio, which does focuses on education in Brown, which was like 2 years ago. So I've been doing radio professionally for 2 years.
For 2 years. Yeah. That's wonderful. That's kumnandi ukuphetha abantu abafreshers, abantu abazo-inspire life, abantu abazosigaya energy, you know, because if asinabo abantu abazosigaya energy emhlabeni angeke uphile nawe uyi-one. You know what it is. We need to stay together and stay focused. So tell me, who mentored you in this industry, in this radio industry?
In radio?
Yeah.
My biggest mentor in radio was Treasure Shabalala and Bob Mabena, just listening to them. But somebody who actually gave me the leniency in terms of this is what you need to do with radio. Yeah. Is the one and only best content producer that I've worked with is Umatabs. Who mentored me, Mangfiga. When I got into radio, I was there to read the news.
Shout out to my taps.
You know, to read the news. I read the news. The next thing they said to me, listen, can you run a whole 3-hour show? I said, yeah, I can talk for 3 hours, but I don't know his structure. And just through listening, I listen a lot as well, as much as I talk, and then bank guide, and those were my mentors.
Okay,
yeah.
Wonderful, that's nice. So tell me, due to your music, due to your radio presenting, you know, my challenges are by, you know what it is. So tell me, due to your radio presenting, what message are you sending?
That's a brilliant question.
Yeah.
With radio, there's a responsibility that I carry.
Okay.
And that responsibility is to revolutionize and innovate the way that we think and the way that we perceive umhlaba wethu as Africans. And through radio, I get to engage and learn. But most importantly, the messaging you push through radio is that the ear is the receiver of anything about
Wow.
That's my message.
Nice, it's king. Zwile lapha emakhaya, the ear is a receiver. Uzwile, mele umamele, uzwe yonke into, ukhona catch up izinto. That's what's hit, right? Yeah. So tell me, support structure yakho ivela kahle kahle.
My ancestors.
Okay.
So they look up on that. You know, my Africanism, my search for God. Now, one might ask me, why don't I mention abantu abasemhlabeni? You understand? Bafana nami now. but i-support structure yami njengom-Afrika ngiyithatha kuphi kwi-power lenginikwa ama-ancestors ami noNkulunkulu, because emhlabeni siyadisappointana. So I've gone through a lot of things knowing that people are your friends and people are your stepping stone and people are there for you to walk with you. Kodwa abantu ngidependele bona. I-support structure yami deep, spiritually uNkulunkulu nama-ancestors ami ne-Africanism, of which I still be. It's an everyday search.
But just do uJesu usilende kusathana. God will take us everywhere, you know. You know, guys, God uyamazi uNkulunkulu uthatha sibeke. Put God first in life. Uzobona impilo yakhe izoyaphi. Impilo yakhe izoqhuba ihambe ibe mnandi, ibe precious, ibe lit. So there are upcoming artists who are looking up to you and say, I like Lwazi as me. I look up to you, man.
No, I look up to you.
Yeah, Joe. You know something.
Shout out. God is
so
good.
Tell me, dog. What are you saying to the upcoming artists who are looking up to you? What advice are you giving them?
Know yourself.
Yeah.
Search for yourself. My grandma used to say to me and my brothers, when she drove us to church, she would make us sing in the car and she would say, you need to paint your future. And if your painting is not finished, you need to keep painting your future. You understand that? So, a message to youth, and it's a message that I said on Youth Day, was that yes, the responsibility is up to our leaders to make decisions are right, but a message here, youth, let's know ourselves. Identify ourselves. Be able to say everything over. You understand? We're too busy looking for role models.
Yeah.
When, fine, it's good to have role models, but know that you're unique. You yourself are that model. So you need to model yourself. Exactly.
Yeah. Lwazi, what he's saying, guys, say you need to you collect all the information, and then after you put it down, and then you separate the information, you're breaking out, and then you try the solution. Is what are you saying, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Get some please over now today. You know, I'm happy. You know, happiness overextend. So tell me, King, it's 2020 now. What people can expect from you this year?
Oh, we've just revolutionized radio in terms of moving from the FM, print, we are going online. So what I'm doing right now is the way abantu be consumer ngayo i-radio. Asafuna isemafonini because the way sithola ngayo knowledge. So I'm working on moving online, whether it's television and radio, at making it easy for abantu abancane ba access information online and digitally. And most importantly, with my show, The Eardrum, it's about using the ear to absorb his entire right.
Because it's very important.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Sinithanda nonke lapha emakhaya. I hope na ubukeni uyabona kuyavutha umlilo sisevutha kuyavutha vum. So tell me, bro, you know what it is? It's Youth Month, and then what does it mean? Youth Month, boy. King.
Irresponsibility.
Yeah.
Irresponsibility, and I'm going to say it for cash or for free. Our leaders were once a youth. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Our leaders, they are relevant to a youth today because who we become is based on the decisions that they are making. The youth of South Africa is more than capable. They've been more than capable. The trends of how a society as South Africa keeps changing has always shown through history that a youth stood up and did something. Whether it was men or the women, they were young. When Winnie Mandela was taken for 49 days at Brantford, she was very young. When I'm not going to say it now, so when we check up, white place, Namandi, it's like when it's a people don't know what you figure out as like a compound. But it's a man decided to I'm going to revolutionize. When Julius Malema said, ukuthi ngizorevolutionize i-future ye-economic freedom, wayemncane, you understand? Nathi ke as a youth, that's how big the responsibility is. Ukuthi ke, where do we take it from here on? Irresponsibility. A youth is not about saying the youth of 1976. No, guys, we're 2020. What is our responsibility?
So what are you saying, Lwazi? Because these guys, you know what they do. If it's Youth Month, it's 16, I should remember the big movie youth in freedom, So now youth it's taking i-advantage mayesithi sebaqala if it's youth mindset sebaqala baphuza utshwala, you know, ba-enjoya utshwaleni, bayajiva, bayenza. So what are you saying about this stuff lesi senzekayo, you know?
It is a moral thing. South Africa is a very colorful country. It is a happy country. As a Africa that is very colorful. We cannot blame South Africans for being a very celebratory nation. It's because we celebrate South Africa. Not forgetting also we were the last country in Africa actually freedom. So I'm not making excuses for us that we are a very bright and colorful nation that tend to celebrate. However, goes back to the point the old ones must know that let them know the history of the country so that they understand the irresponsibility yokuba i-citizen yokuba umuntu wasemzansi sichaza ukuthini. The moment sifika kwi-level ukuthi individually yabona ama-China, people don't know that the Chinese almost became extinct from starvation back in the 80s. They're one of the most poorest countries. And what happened was Mao Zedong said, "Zothatha all the youngest people and I'm going to teach them how to revolutionize." So in China, ingane encane knows how to make a Tamagotchi or a watch, a digital. You understand? Yes, to Mr. high school, they can make a computer because they don't have mines, they don't have gold, they don't have, so they use what they have. So Nati youth and responsibility, which fine, COVID, defining seconds as he told, let's learn to create. That's the responsibility of the youth. Create your future. Create.
Those are words, King. Now magama mahle, King, you know. Tina see youth guys, we need to create the seasons into you to see parts, you know, because the government manje system the next. You gotta man up uvuke, but the sleep is for the riches, not for us. We are poor. Kabela le ngubole uvuke uyopanda. Press pusher panda. So tell me, in 5 years' time, where do you want to see yourself, my king?
In 5 years' time, I want to be part of the decision makers of whatever people in South Africa are consuming on media.
Yeah.
I want to have my own consulting firm that is going to be an in and out open door for foreign media, African media, and global media. So that SABC, so that you and me can go to Hong Kong, Sbuge Hong Kong, how manufacturing is made for simple things. See, shoot their content. Yeah. Come back here, go to the Northern Cape, not Joburg. Yeah. Teach the people there how it's done. Yeah. Simple. And shoot that content. Have a wildlife show. We've got the seas in South Africa. How many black people are doing it underwater? The underwater, what you call it, wildlife. So that's what I want to do. I want to be the indoor, the gateway for brand SA. If you want to know South Africa, to sell it to the world, I want to be the guy that you talk to. If you want to sell South Africa to the world, if I want Zimbabwe to change, I want to be the guy that you go speak to, and I'll tell the Zimbabweans, listen, it's home. And then we made mistakes. It bridge, you can break the fence, but it's a so that we can bring back the bread basket. If I cannot communicate that message to my region and to my people, I would have failed.
Wow. 5 years time. Uyabona ukuthi abanye abantu bazimisele life. If now you want to see yourself big, you must start your own thing. Sicala manje uzifune, uzithole, and then find the solution, and then push your press phande. It's what happening in life njengamanje, you know, kuyabulalwana manje, you know. Base genders, both genders, they're killing each other now, you know. Exactly. So what are you saying about this thing? Okay, because you know, in African my sister and the example you know, because it's us black. So what are you saying about this thing, King?
Identity. The search for the soul of the African, identity for Africans. What does it mean? What does it mean? When we go back to identifying ourselves and saying, I'm proud of your African hair, I love your big African boobs, I love the fact that umeganje, and I appreciate it. Yeah. I love the fact that my wife makes more money than me, because one day I understand as a man. If I'm frustrated and I go home, I need my mother to tell me it's going to be okay tomorrow. So when I am an adult or I'm a man, I need to have understood that from home. So me as being a father to a daughter, or you being a cousin or an uncle, the government is not going to tell us the Department of Social Development must come up with GBV government. In society, when people behind closed doors, how we treat each other. Wearing a mini skirt. Africans used to wear mini skirts, and you wouldn't touch an African girl. So it's up to us. And guys, there's no policy that's going to be regulated for us to treat our women properly. So, if umuntu wesifazane noma usisi wakho akahlonishwa and you don't understand your role, and if umuntu wesifazane la ekhule khona does not understand the role ukuthi if I make more money than my husband, I'm a lawyer, when I get home I take my jacket off of being a lawyer, I serve my husband so that he can excel. Black men are going through enough already. You understand? So what's important is for us, black men must understand your role yabo. Black men must understand their role. Bese sebancane ukuthi when you see a girl, you don't tell her because she's dark, when awful, you look better. So it starts with us as young men and families. Question your parents when they say to you, I don't call my girlfriend's kids stepkids. I don't like that word. In Africa, there's no stepchildren. Gender-based violence is not an after effect, it's not HIV, it's the way we treat each other. When you see a girl dancing, encourage her, don't go touch her bum. Tell her, baby, you can dance. Sarafina, you can shine. You understand? The rest is history. The government is not going to. I'm a politician. Respect to this fazan. No 6. Find out where your sister is. Write to Sister Laukon. Are you okay? Don't say, oh, fellow, I'm in your diet. That's your sister. When your father swears at your mom because he's not your real dad, it's your stepdad. Don't call him stepdad. Say you are my dad.
You're my dad, yeah.
Fathers must stop telling their kids that that's my stepkid. Then there will be no gender-based violence.
Guys, nizwile lapha emakhaya ukuthi ungagceki omunye umuntu kahle kahle means ukuthi ungagceki omunye umuntu you need to respect. Like kumele sibe equal. Lwazi, if you find a girl ugcoke kahle ungathi muhle but because masofaka ubut so moshe yonke into. So you must stay straight and say you're beautiful.
They are ours. Black women, without us we will not procreate. What umuntu needs to understand. And for the men, and the that's not the way umuntu wesifazane akhuliswa ngayo. Find out your responsibility. Yebo abantu besilisa under pressure, imisebenzi asinayo imali azikho. Abantu besifazane ke banikezwe ama opportunity. So encourage her to be the best because sikhulisa omama basingile. So why thina shama besifazane ngoba bezalele izingane vele thina sikho. Let's be honest as men. Let's be honest as men. And if masibasekela abantu besifazane as young, go support your sister if she plays netball. Go support her if she's a singer. Stop telling her support her. Things will change. And there's no government regulation. You can hang them, cut off their balls, all these things. People say men are trash. And immense conference. And in the bazo, hashtag men are trash is not helping. And when women are fighting gender-based, bahamba about the JSE. And let's bring back our rural areas, guys. Those people have got knowledge. The oldest people that you will find are in the rural areas. Don't go to the rural area once a year. Go find the knowledge there. Find out what's making people in the rural areas live so long. That's all. Why is it that she loves him so much? We don't do. So when we lose it there, then we expect government to fix moral issues. This way, amagama so beautiful, amnandi, enjoy. You know, we on the way because you know what it is. So it's DaveytonTV reality. Now we are DaveytonTV. We're doing it ourselves all day, every day. So if you want, they need you.
you know, because amagama wako mahle. Bathi thank you life, thank you Pilo, thank you Vaselina, thank you Sunlight, thank you Lwazi.
I love your spirit.
So awubatshele ukuthi where they can get you so that they follow you. Ubatshele lamagama wako. No.
Fantastic. If you want to see my work, just go into my Instagram. It's Lwazi_Gray. On Facebook, it's Mark Extra. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
I don't do cyberbullying. I don't buy money. And then you WhatsApp guys, 06375333429, or catch me on Kingston Radio, the eardrum, where Smeshizo was, and you did a brilliant job.
With Smeshizo, Manizo, Feshizo, indoda yeshe 365 days.
Bonga
366 extra shed. Siyashisa. Tina, we are DaveytonTV. We do it ourselves all day, every day. We also turn up Instagram, Twitter, #, #DaveytonTV. We do it ourselves. Sintanda nonke bakubuyele emakhaya. Stay chill, stay safe. Ungakhohlwa ukuwasha izandla. But no mask, no money. That's what's here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.